My dear educators, this is Meenakshi Narula, founder, director at Mentoring the Mentors. As I've been sharing with you a number of activities, my dear educators, related to different events, occasions for the upcoming events, so that you'll be able to integrate your learning with the real life. That is just an idea I share with you. So my lovely educators, if you have a number of other ideas, don't forget to share the same in the comment section below, or you can also join our group, Mentoring the Mentors. I'll be sharing the link in the description box below. You're most welcome to our groups, to the community. So my dear educators, I have got like all over internet, there are a number of documents available. So sometimes what do we do is we just start following them as it is. We may think like that time like that is given to us by CBSE, that is really authenticated. I have seen teachers asking in several groups also, like, please do share lesson plans, please do share this and that. As and when I share any document, I always share that like this is a document. This is just to save your typing time. Make sure you go ahead and edit it as per your requirements, as per your need. Please do not you see, serve whatever you are getting from others as it is without just looking into it. I know many of you are very, very creative and doing a wonderful job in your respective schools and for the community as well. So my dear educators, just let's critically evaluate. I have got some projects in some of the groups that were termed as multidisciplinary projects. In front of you in the screen, right on the screen right now, the project that has been showcased, highlighted, that is for class 3 and the theme is water. So let's see, is it really interdisciplinary, or we just try to give it a look by having some different activities for different subjects, and we are just giving it a term like it's a multidisciplinary project, or maybe interdisciplinary project, or maybe a transdisciplinary project. There are basically three terms, my dear educators. When we talk about different subjects, they are the different disciplines that we are teaching to our students. If I talk about multidisciplinary, means I am teaching one subject, one theme to my students, right? Suppose I'm talking about, let's take the example of water only. So I am talking about water in English language. I'm talking about Hindi, about water in Hindi language. I'm talking about mathematics, whatever arithmetic operations I am doing in the class. When we are talking about class 3, obviously they are doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, talking about time or whatever. So I'll be giving them problem sums related to water. Right. I'm talking about sciences, social sciences, somewhere we are teaching EVS also. Again, then we are talking about water as a topic. It means we are teaching one topic and we are teaching the same in different disciplines. That is multidisciplinary approach. But what is the expectation of CBSE from us is we need to go ahead with the interdisciplinary. When we are conducting one activity, there we will not be able to demarcate separate lines. Interdisciplinary means when we are merging two subjects, one activity which is related to sciences, social sciences, and children, they're presenting the same in the form of reports in languages, any of the languages. Okay, they are calculating some data also in that, in the same project itself, whatever they are doing. So that is interdisciplinary project. And to go further, when we are talking about transdisciplinary, there is not at all demarcation between the different subjects, rather they overlap each other. So in my upcoming videos, I'll be talking about these methods, these types of disciplinary approaches in detail. So my dear educators, let's critically evaluate, and you will just share your feedback in the comment section below, whether really it is in multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, or a standalone activity. What kind of activity is it? I'm just going to read. If we talk about theme is water, in English language, the students, they'll be reading and writing stories related to sea creatures, maybe sharing a shell, any story that is related to the sea or any kind of water body we have shared with our students, and they're reading it. And after reading, they'll be comprehending the same, right? And then the stories are related to water conservation that can also be shared. Water resources and water cycle. Again, that is there in the story, or obviously in the English language, they will not be talking about water cycle. There can be some of the water resources that will be highlighted in the story. Write the full procedure of rainwater harvesting. They cannot do in English language. How many of you are teaching the same in English language? That is a part of sciences, like where they are learning about rainwater harvesting. Right? Why do we need water to live? This is a general question. It's a general question when we are asking. It's not related to any subject, right? Water safety rules to follow near a water body. What are related to life skills, how you can save, how you can go ahead with that. I mean, here we are giving such different tasks to the students in English language. Some of them, they are related to sciences also. If I talk about in Hindi, पानी की महत्ता के पर 10 वाक्य लिखो. आप इंग्लिश में एक स्टोरी पढ़ रहे हैं, हिंदी में वो उस पे सेंटेंसेस लिख रहे हैं, इसमें बता रहे हैं बादल कैसे बनते हैं, जल चक्र ऊपर बताया है तो नीचे हिंदी में भी क्यों लिखेंगे? while they'll be doing that is really duplicity of the work, redundancy. We should not be doing it. पानी पर 5 मुहावरे और लोकोक्तियां लिखो, ये बहुत ही अच्छी है एक्टिविटी. they rather they'll be given some option like they can come up with various proverbs and idioms, muhavre and lokokitya in any of the language that they wish to go ahead with, that they can use in the real life. So this is wonderful activity. I do appreciate. I really like this. Okay, and then pani bachao par slogan likhe. Then art integration, whether they are going at slogan writing, poster making. So these kinds of activities, that is the output of that. They are learning. Now, if I talk about, let's read what's written in mathematics. Measure capacity of different containers and compare their capacity with their size. Talking about water, okay, water is measured in liters. So what kind of containers? It should be clearly mentioned, like liquid, when we are measuring, so what sort of containers do we use? And we can compare the capacity and all. And then make a water bottle with marking of 100 ml, 200 ml, 500 ml, 1 liter. I guess this should be related to, again, rainwater harvesting, or at least when we are talking about water, they can prepare something where they'll be able to collect water. They can check the rain level also, right? So what is there? So accordingly, they can check the same. And experiment with changing shape of water, how the quantity remains the same beside the shape of the vessel. This activity obviously can be taken when they are learning about volume in class 3, right? So water takes the shape of the container. So, but instead of giving the same under different headers, if we can compile the same, right? And instead of giving number of activities, let us reduce them to only a few, stick them to only a few. Otherwise, the child has to do number of activities. It would be a real burden on the child. And it is clearly mentioned by CBSE. Art integrated projects, subject integrated activities should not be a burden for the students to do, for the parents to monitor, for the teachers to facilitate or guide or assess. So it should not be like that. So if I talk about EVS, again, it is written, explain water cycle and draw it. Now it has come third time. Floating and sinking objects activity can be done. See, you can also go ahead with soluble, insoluble when we are learning about the properties of the water, right? Floating, sinking, okay, the same can be done as an activity. Write about habitats which are found in water and paste pictures of them. Let me read all, then I'll analyze. Sorry. Water transportation. Now they have to do for the water transportation also. Why we should save water? Discuss and write. Thought-provoking, we have already talked about life skill 1 activity. Solubility, yeah, now it is their solubility. What things are soluble or insoluble, or maybe precipitates in the water. Talking about art and music, write poems and songs related to water. Draw a nature scene with rivers, lakes, and oceans. Write slogans on water conservation. Now see, again, we are repeating slogan writing, poster making. I mean, time and again, we are giving. Rather, we can give it under one header project, like talking about water. Let us begin with the same thing. If we have given students some stories related to water, let us provide the same. I would like to add here, let us provide the same in different languages, English and Hindi. Maybe, I mean, because this is a class 3, we should be able to provide the same in both the languages. I have already talked about language system, multi being multilingual, Bhasha Sangam. So let us provide the reading content material to the students in both the languages. Let them go ahead. Let them comprehend. Let them pick out the words from it, new vocabulary, and let them frame or maybe find idioms and proverbs, muhavre और lokokityan related to that particular words where they'll be able to highlight. Now you are connecting the link कि पहले पढ़ना है, इसको comprehend करना है, इसमें से words निकालने हैं, and then you have to come up with idioms and proverbs जो आपको याद है, or maybe you can talk to your parents also. And then if there are any water bodies listed over there in theme in the story, or maybe any kind of other reading material you have given, now talk about different water bodies, and then how you will be able to conserve those water bodies, talking about the pollution that is being created over there. So this is how you will be able to create a mind map, rather a concept map for different concepts that are related to water. And then let them talk about how many of these water bodies they are polluted or whatever. So how you will be able to present the same in the form of data handling. You see, they do data handling in class 3, they do it pretty well. So let them present the same in the form of data handling, how many they have seen, how many words are there related to that. So this is how they'll be able to connect the same. Obviously, they are learning about volume. Let them check. This is a very good activity. I do appreciate. I'm talking about measurement of the liquids, or rather we can talk about water in different containers. How do we keep it in the refrigerator? Maybe at home also we have got pots. We have got, let them explore their surroundings only. Like they have got pots, water bottles, glasses. Okay, maybe they keep in the freezer, in the containers, in the bowls, or maybe ice cube trays and all. So let them explore in what form they keep it, and the water takes the shape of the container. Let them explore, let them click pictures and present maybe virtually, digitally, or they can click, or howsoever you would like to go ahead with that. And then now we have covered volume, we have started with that, and we have to connect with that paragraph only. And then you talk about students, like water, it is available in the nature in different forms. Obviously solid, liquid, gaseous, right, vapors, it's available. So different forms are available. Then they have to present it diagrammatically, talking about water cycle. Instead of giving it at 3 times, I mean, in English language, in Hindi language, and EVS, we have to give a one integrated project. And then let us do some fun activity with water, as already it is mentioned here. Like they can go ahead with sink and float activity. They can go ahead with solubility test. So that they can have some fun. Maybe when they are taking baths, then they can have such kind of fun activities. Maybe they are putting a mug, they are putting a small bowl, they are putting soap over there. I mean, what things they float and what things they sink. So that will be real fun. Instead of doing everything on piece of paper, they can observe the same while doing the daily activities as well. So now, how did you experience this thing? Either they can convert that passage, that story that you have given initially to them in the form of a poem, or they can draw the same, uh, you see, for the visual spatial learners, right? Or they can sing it, they can create a rap also of about their experiences, or maybe converting the poem. See, I mean, instead of giving 5 or 4 questions under each subject, if we are giving one project, the same can be done. So I mean, if I critically review, so I have got some of the good activities also, and some of the activities, my observation is we can delete them. The redundancy or the duplicity can be deleted, and we can have a wonderful multidisciplinary project. So this was about water. So what all I have also received some related to other subjects. I'll be discussing that also. You may also share your opinion here in the comment section below, and we'll discuss other subjects, other topics as well. Thank you. Have a nice day.